Mandy is in Atlanta. Hi, Mandy. Welcome to the EntreLeadership Podcast.
Hi, Dave. Thanks for taking my call.
My pleasure. What's up?
So my husband and I are in the hospitality industry. We own a hospitality group here in Atlanta. We've been in the business for about 20 years and more as well. We do about $25 million in sales annually and have about 250 team members. So my question is, as we're trying to do more with what we have and grow our sales to eventually 50 million in the next 5 years, how can we do more with what we currently have? And my thought was getting into the teaching business. So using some of our leaders, our senior leaders, to teach others what we know. And so we're already doing that with our own team members, and curious about, one, how to compensate those individuals, and then also, kind of what would stop them from sort of doing that on their own, I guess is the question.
You have a successful restaurant business that you're growing, and you want to start teaching people outside of your business. That's
correct. Yeah.
Why?
Well, growing a restaurant and opening a restaurant is very, it's a huge investment of time, energy, money.
So why would you distract yourself?
Well, that's kind of the question. These people already have, daily tasks, and I also
you mean the people on your team that would be doing the teaching?
Correct. Yes.
Yeah. They don't have the bandwidth to become teachers. Yeah.
Probably not at the moment. Yes. Mm-hmm. Why I would want to do this is I feel like we've have a lot of experience and a lot to share with our industry. I think this is an area where our industry struggles in people development, training, systems, things of that nature. So I think we have a lot to offer.
Okay. I think you have knowledge that when shared would be very valuable with someone. I don't think there's any question about that. Mm-hmm. I struggle with it being a distraction. And the second thing I struggle with in your situation is you're going to use up resources and bandwidth you don't have. So you're going to have to staff this.
Right.
Because the restaurant business is freaking unbelievably hard work.
It is. Mm-hmm.
And you just want to go ahead and put something else on their plate, no pun intended. Oh, my gosh.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I mean, you guys, your people work. Mm-hmm. You work. You guys work hard. Or you're not successful. It's not an option.
Mm-hmm.
This is a showing up thing in your world, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it is. It is a lot of work. It is a lot of energy. It is a lot of long hours.
Now, you don't have 6 hours to put on one of your managers.
Right, to go film a course.
Exactly.
We don't at the moment, certainly, yeah.
Exactly. So you've got to backfill a manager to give them the bandwidth to do it with a hire, or you've got to hire someone to just do the teaching, or you've got to subcontract it to an outsider. But even then, you got to put your people somehow in front of the camera to do the taping, so that it's got some credibility. Because I don't want to learn from some actor. I want to learn from somebody who really did it. And then you go, okay. Once I say all of that, then your mind is already going because you're running a $25 million business. You're not. Mm-hmm. This is not your first ride on this truck, so you're already going. I got to ROI all that.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So now I got to make money on this course.
Sure, and the marketing of it, et cetera.
Yeah,
I know.
You're opening another business.
Right.
Yeah.
So you have to.
I'm not telling you not to do it. I'm just.
Mm-hmm.
This is not just something you can do as a hobby in your spare time. Is my point, because you don't have the bandwidth to. Mm-hmm. You don't have your people don't have the bandwidth. So yeah, so you've got to run out of pro forma and say, all right, if I staff this and we drop, $100,000 worth of bandwidth in this and payroll and other things, or, having to staff up to create margin where I don't have to create it now to give them room to have the time to step in front of the camera and do the talk. Then I've got to be able to sell the talk, and I got the camera equipment. I got probably subcontract out the production for now. I wouldn't bring in production people till you have a successful operation. And Then you figure out how you take the course and figure out who's going to buy it and how much they're going to pay you for it, and can you ROI on that. Otherwise, what you've got is just a ministry. You're just doing this for the good of your heart and just, helping out. And so whatever checks you write are just, you don't expect an ROI on it. So yeah, I think you're opening another business to do this the way you want. Occasionally speaking at a restaurant conference or something, that's different than what you're talking about. This is the EntreLeadership Podcast.